You are listening to Productivity Straight Talk with your host, Amber De La Garza. Amber is a sought-after productivity coach, trainer, speaker, and writer who gives entrepreneurs the straight talk on personal productivity. No BS, fluff, or overused jargon. Just actionable strategies to get results and succeed in business. And here is your host, Amber De La Garza, the Productivity Specialist.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for listening to Productivity Straight Talk. Today is episode 160, taking your goals from good to better to best. If you're a business owner who wants to improve your time management and elevate your productivity so you can maximize profits, reduce stress, and make time for what matters most, then you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you've joined me. We're going to be diving into the topic of goal setting, and I'm going to be sharing with you one specific strategy that you can utilize to surpass what you thought was possible with achieving your goals. I'm really looking forward to this one because I use this all the time. And I'm going to share with you behind the scenes of not just like what the strategy is, but a lot of examples of how this one strategy can have positive rippling effects in your business. Now, this is a two-part series for goal setting. So if you have not already done so, head on back to episode 159, where I share with you how to deconstruct your goals. And in this two-part series, my goal is to give you specific strategies to be better at goal setting. But the series is being brought to you by my upcoming goal achievement workshop. Setting a goal is only part of the formula. So what I want to do is share with you in a 2-hour live workshop where I will be teaching you the specific strategies needed to actually accomplish your goals. 2020 has been hard hitting, and if you feel off track with your goals, now is the time to recommit and get on track to achieving your business goals with my proven recipe for simple execution, because you and your business deserve it. To claim your spot and find out more, head on over to theproductivityspecialist.com/goal workshop. I cannot wait to see you there. And now, let's get to the straight talk. Let's dive into the strategy of setting good, better, best goals. This strategy was actually shared with me from one of my coaches several years ago. And since learning it and applying it, I have unlocked several benefits to really approaching our goal setting with this specific strategy. Now, this strategy is super simple, but has a big impact. I am going to continue the example from last week's episode. So if you have not already listened to that, I would hit pause, go listen to last week's episode about Goal Deconstruction 101, and then come back and listen to this episode. So last week, I shared with you the example of having a $100,000 revenue goal. And as a reminder, it's only for simple math. I want you to plug in the number that makes sense for your business. So we're going to assume that the $100,000 goal is a growth goal right outside your comfort zone from the previous year. And I want that to be now become your good goal. This is the goal that you are setting your sights on for the year. But as your goal setting, I want you to stretch yourself. I want you to stretch yourself and thinking about what's possible. Last week, we broke down the 100,000 going from a year at 100,000 to a quarter at 25,000 into a month at 8,333. I further gave many examples about the questions you can ask yourself about identifying how many transactions or how many clients, how many homes would you sell, how many websites would you need to design if you're a website designer. I want you to fill in the blank. What is the X that you exchange revenue for your business? What service do you provide? Now, once you know what that activity is, my invitation to you was to focus on that. All right, now you're caught up, and that is a reminder from last week's episode. I want you to stretch that $100,000 goal and give me a better goal. And what I like to do is increase it by 5%, 10%, maybe even 15%. What is that number that would be better than your good goal? In this example, I'm going to stretch us 10%. So that gets us to $110,000. Next, what I want you to do is set a best goal. Now, there's two ways you can go about this. You can jump up maybe another 10%, and that will get us to $120,000. Or you can just go as big as you want and set that goal of $175,000 or $150,000, where you're thinking, oh my gosh, like I literally cannot figure out in my head how that would be possible, but I would love to go after it. The number is up to you. There is not a specific way that says this strategy only works if you bump it up 10% each time or 20% each time. In this example for the numbers, I'm going to share with you that my good goal is 100,000, my better goal is 110,000, and my best goal is 120,000. Now, assuming that my good goal is an increase from last year, my best goal could be anywhere from 30 to 40% over last year. And that is some incredible growth in your business. Now, we broke it down to where $100,000 was simple math, $8,333 a month. And once you strategize and figure out what it would take to get you to $8,333 a month, and let's just say you are on target and you are hitting those numbers, which means you can set your sights on achieving that $100,000 goal. What happens is you've already done the work to figure out what would it take to hit 110,000. And you've already done the math about what would it take to hit 120,000. Now, the example I'm going to give you is selling homes. And I'm only giving that example because, as many of you know, my past background was in real estate. But this could be filled in the blank with anything, any way in which you serve your clients. To make $100,000, let's just estimate I would have to sell 25 homes a year. 25 homes a year is 2 a month. Now tell me, if you focus on 100,000, are you focused on serving 2 clients exceptionally well and impacting their lives by finding them their dream home? Tell me which goal you want to focus on. Tell me what metric, rather, you would like to focus on. I would like to focus all day about the 2 families I get to impact this month. And as a result, I would be on track to hit my 100,000. Now, if I took my best goal of 120,000, do you know that the difference would be that I need to sell 30 homes a year? That's only 5 home difference to make 20% more over my good goal. And if I took 30 homes, 30 families, and divided that over 12, I simply need to sell 2.5 homes a month. Do you think that if you showed up consistently, if you figured out what marketing makes sense, if you figured out how to serve your clients at a high level, that you could go from 2 homes to 2.5 homes a month? Absolutely. But here's the magic. Once you've done the work to get to 100,000, to tweak and level up to 110,000 and 120,000 is literally in your sights of possibility. I want to encourage you to dream big. I want to encourage you to set a good, better, best goal. And when you are tracking your goals month over month, you'll know when you're ready to literally hit the ground running onto that next one. Now, I have done this in my own business with specific goals around how many clients I get to serve through my one-on-one programs or how many master classes I would sell. Because you need to start off with your good goal. And once you're on pace with your good goal, now you ask yourself different questions to tweak the strategy to get you to your better goal and then to your best goal. I want you to rewind this and listen to that example again and fill in the blanks of how many clients you would need to serve each month and what would be the actual difference of how many clients you would serve that would take you from your good to your better to your best. Now, how this strategy actually looks is that I do this math once when I set my goals, and I print it out and I have it at the side of my desk. And I know every single month exactly how much revenue I want to hit, not just for my good goal, but for my better goal and for my best goal. And anytime I have an initiative for something that I am promoting in my business, I'm always very specific as to how many people I want to serve. And I have a good, a better, and a best goal. Another reason that I have seen this working for my clients is that you can really set your sights on that best goal. But even if you don't exactly hit that best goal, you still won. You hit your good goal or you hit your better goal. And that is worth celebrating. It's kind of like a safety net. It allows you to dream bigger, push your goals bigger. Because if you don't hit them, you're still hitting your goals. This one simple strategy has literally changed how I approach my goal setting and truly what the results are from my goal setting. I can't stress this enough. The strategy and the work and the execution that it takes to get you to your good goal, that's the hard work. That's that work that takes that momentum to build. But once you have momentum on your side, to tweak it and push yourself to your better goal or your best goal, I don't think you're that far off. And at the end of the year, you might find that you have increased your revenue more than you thought was possible because you were laser focused on the good goal. And then you looked up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm on track to break that goal. So that was one simple strategy I wanted to share with you today. I need to share this last thought with you. Goal setting does not need to be difficult. If there is one thing that I can share with you about goal setting is to get as specific as possible. General goals are not going to serve you well at all. General goals are not going to allow you to create a strategic plan or to take action with clarity. General goals are not going to let you know if you're on track or off track. And so in these last two episodes, I shared with you two very specific strategies to set very specific goals that can be measured. And when you're that laser focused and you do not lose track of where you're going, I think you're going to see such an improvement in your results. If you want to know how this actually shows up in your day-to-day, how do you actually take action and execute on these goals that you've set and not have these be an exercise where you don't even remember you did it 6 months from now, or you're not looking at them and you're just kind of reactively going through your business, I want you to join me inside my Goal Achievement Workshop. In there, I'm going to share with you how to proactively achieve your goals. How that looks specifically in your day-to-day routines, your weekly schedule, your month-to-month. Because that is where the actual work happens to achieve these goals year over year. So if you want some help and guidance and training, I would love for you to join me inside my workshop. You can grab your seat and join us by going to theproductivityspecialist.com/workshop. And I cannot wait to see you there. I have loved having you listen to this episode of Productivity Straight Talk, and I sure hope you have found this one specific strategy in goal setting to be valuable. But I need to be straight with you. No change, no change. Without taking action, nothing will change for you or your business. This is an incredibly actionable episode because you can just hit pause right now as soon as we end, get out a scratch piece of paper, get your revenue goals for 2020, and decide what your better, best goals are, and then break those down like I showed you in the previous episode. I want you to spend some time around what is truly going to be the difference of what it will take for you to get from your good, better, best goal. I want you to be able to wrap your mind around it so that you can hit the ground running and achieve those big, big goals you have for yourself. So that's my straight talk for you today. Until next time, have a productive week.